Have you thought to yourself, when you invest, you never time the market correctly? People feel like that all the time. And I felt like that this time last week. You see, we go over the stocks of the week, the stocks that might do good, the stocks might go down, and the opportunities of a lifetime that we can't pass up. And I sat here not knowing, not having that crystal ball. But these three stocks are stocks that you want to look into today because they might change your investment life. You have a company like PODD that went up by 20%, and individuals aren't talking about it at all. An opportunity that might make you a lot of money. And how does a company's stock go down like crazy? Even when they beat earnings, when they do better than what Wall Street says they're going to do. We're going to show you why and how we can take advantage of it. And a company that has one of the most polarizing CEOs of all time and how they're losing money, but their stock now is starting to go up, and why this might be an investment opportunity of a lifetime because the stock has been on life support for a very, very long time. Before we go over those three stocks and what you can do to scale your investment portfolio, like, subscribe, share to our channel. In real life, I'm a certified financial planner. We've managed hundreds of $1 million of assets, but on these social media airways, we're just giving information. And this information is going to give you guys the investment edge and the opportunity to profit when everybody else is still stuck on the sidelines, hoping the tariff talk will go away. You guys ready? Let's have our national debt. And our national debt, the two biggest expenses, not including Social Security, is what? And medical. Now, with the aging population, we are getting older and older and healthier by the day. Do you think companies in the medical space is going to be making more money over time or losing money? Well, it's a stock out there that is letting us know why it is important to be diversified in healthcare. And that rang last week with Insolent Corporation, symbol PODD. You down with PODD? Yeah, you know me. Their stock went up by 20% last week. 20%. You see, this medical device company, they specialize in insulin. What is insulin? We hear about it all the time. Insulin is a hormone made by your pancreas that helps your body use and store glucose, which is sugar, from the food that you eat. It plays a key role in regulating your blood sugar levels. Meaning, if you don't have enough insulin, then you're not going to store your sugar properly, and that will hurt your sugar levels, leading to people having diabetes. See, it lowers your blood sugar after you eat, and insulin helps move the glucose from your bloodstream into your cells for energy and for storage. Without insulin, your blood sugar levels rise dangerously, as in diabetes. You see, it also supports your metabolism. It helps store the fat and protein, making it essential for your overall energy to be balanced. Because without insulin, or your body resists insulin, it's going to lead to type 1 or type 2 diabetes. That, my friends, is destruction of your body if we don't have insulin. So isn't it cool that a company that specializes in delivering insulin systems and how they pump insulin into your body if you have diabetes, isn't that a company we should be invested in? Of course so. And PODD ran up by over 18% last week because of some of the things they did as a company. Their earnings in the first quarter, January, February, March of this year, was up by 30%, when Wall Street thought that their earnings would only go up by 20%. They have found a way to help the public deliver systems to have individuals inject insulin into their body and do it at a cheaper cost. When you help individuals, your stock should grow. When you find ways to operate your company at a lower price, you have a higher profit margin. And that's exactly what PODD did. That's a double entendre. PODD, but that's exactly what they did. And because of this, Wall Street rewarded them being up by over 18% last week alone. Now, their stock hasn't even recovered from where it was back November of 2023. Their stock was as high as $330 a share. And it went down to the tune of $131 a share 6 months later. So now today, it being over $300 a share, you have doubled your money in that stock over the last year. So from an investment standpoint, we have retracement. So if we have another retracement up, that means a $300 stock today can be as high as $600 per share a year and a half from now. My friends, that is a 90% gain where we're at today. We help financials. We help people live longer, and we find ways to cut costs doing it. Do you think Insolent Corporation, or symbol PODD, is a good investment? In my humble opinion, you better have this in your portfolio. Healthcare is not going away. The budget is going to continue to spend money politically when it comes to healthcare. So why you would be diversified in a company like this? So PODD being up by 18% this week when the market was up by 1. The stock of the week might be the stock of the year, though. But then on the flip side, we have stocks that don't do too good. They go down like lava, hot. And which stock is that? Well, AKAM Technology, symbol AKAM, they've been bad. I'm going down. They've been going down. Last week, they was down by 7.5% when the market was up. This year, down by 20%. Market is down by 1. They are having some problems. Now, you would think they would be doing good because they are a cloud-based company. They allow companies to get on the cloud to store all their data. Well, you see, 3 years ago, it seemed like a good idea. But it's a C word that gets people in industries. And that C word is competition. You see, competition is good and it's bad because they say iron sharpens iron. So competition is good because it makes me a better player, theoretically speaking. But competition can be bad as well. Trying to win or gain when other people are playing the same game that you're playing. This happens in business, sports, entertainment, life. What if those businesses that you compete with are doing better than you? Well, in business, 2 things happen. Your stock goes down, you get bought out, or you go bankrupt, and those CEOs get a golden parachute, and you, as the investor, is left with nothing. Now, I'm not saying AKAM, AKAM, is going to be left with nothing, but they're showing they're in the game, but they're not being as competitive. You see Mike Tyson's punch out, right? You had Tyson, you had to get better over time. That was competition. And you rise to the level of your competition. Well, they're more like Glass Joe. They're not rising. They're faltering. They're going down dramatically. Hence why their outlook is not that good. Even though cloud computing is the industry that we all think is going to be more adopted, companies will continue to use the cloud. It's getting cheaper and cheaper. Look at Microsoft Azure, for example. Better ways to store and encrypt information. That's the competition. And AKAM, AKAM, they not at all are dealing with the competition. My humble opinion is this is not going to stop. As companies find ways to cut costs, if you're not finding ways to cut costs and you continue to miss your earnings, meaning that everybody thinks you're going to make one number and you make less than that, that's going to continue to bring down your stock. And that's exactly what has happened to AKAM. You know, it was up as high as $127 a share back early January 2024. Since then, it's like they fell off a cliff. Now being at $76 a share, more than half of that drop is uncertainty. So I believe if you're looking to short a stock, meaning that you want to profit if the value of the stock's going down, this might be a company that you want to look into. Not saying it's going to happen and not giving you recommendations. This is just information. You do your research and you make your own decisions. For my clients in the Certified Financial Planner, we do things a little bit different, but on these social media airways, you want to look into this with your own risk tolerance at hand. So Akimi, AKAM, down by 7%. For the year, down by 20%. Over the past 2 years, down by 50%. Might not be an investment to look at. But then we have the opportunity. And what opportunity is that? Well, we have the most polarizing CEO in the world. Who do you think that is? It is the musketeer himself, Elon Musk. He is a character. Now, you can say what you want about him, but he has a pretty good track record. PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX. So as a CEO, he does great with innovation. Or some people say he doesn't do great with innovation. He does great with using technology to cut jobs and boost productivity. Whatever you want to call it, he does it. Also, he does a great job of using the government to his advantage. PayPal was shaky. They got grants to keep things going. Tesla, when they first started, wasn't with investor money, it was with government money. And SpaceX right now, most of their funding to do different things is powered by the government. So with Doge, I believe that Doge was a way for him to, yes, find ways to cut government spending, but also learn the inner workings of government to find out how the lemons are being made, why having a $100 million investment turned into a $4 billion profit when the stock went up by 80% after the election. But since then, it went crashing down as high as $477 a share and as low as $230 a share. 2 weeks ago, people thought Tesla would get down to 130, you guys. But the rebound is happening. The past 2 weeks, Tesla's up by 25%, even though they lost money. I repeat, the last 6 months, Tesla has lost. The reason why they have a higher value today, not stock-wise, but money-wise, is because of more grants by the federal government. Right now, they're quote-unquote being bailed out by the federal government. Wouldn't even know it. How ironic is that? A person who wanted to cut jobs, cut people, cut things for the federal government, same person getting federal government money. In the words of Don King, waving that American flag, only in America, and only in America do we have it where a CEO, not because of product, not because of sales, but a CEO and being so darn disliked or liked can drive a stock up or down. Drove the stock up, drove the stock down, and now since he's out of government, kind of not beefing, but, back and forth with Trump a little bit when it comes to tariffs. Now people like that, and now the stock is going back up. So Tesla, because of their actual products, more specifically, the robots that they're creating, every single person in America, in my opinion, in 15 years will have a robot in their house. And that robot is going to do the jobs that we don't want to do. Wash dishes, fold clothes, cut the grass. We don't want to do that. We pay people to do it, or we do it ourselves. And time is really money. See, money is money. It's currency. But you pay for things with time. So if you have more time out in the day, you can't put a price on that. If I wash this and it takes me 20 minutes a day every single day, I get an hour time back every single week. Doesn't seem like that much, but over the course of a year, that's 3.5 days. It takes me 2 hours to cut my grass every week. I don't do that anymore. I get all that time back. That's more money in my pocket, time-wise, where I can do more things. Work, start a new business, work overtime, do whatever I want to do with that extra time, or just be lazy, sit on the couch and watch Netflix. Who knows? And giving a person more time equals money. Hence why I believe this stock being right now at $230 a share is a steal. 2 years from now, I think Tesla's going to be a $500 a share company. where it is today. 5 years from now, I think Tesla will be $1,000 a share company. 2Xing where you're at today. $100,000 is $400,000. Stock market ain't going 2X in 5 years. It might 1X, maybe, maybe not. So yes, we all don't agree with what Elon Musk is doing. Size of the owl don't agree with him. And I got a Tesla. And I bought my Tesla in 2020 before all this craziness with Elon happened. So, but I'm a planeteer and you can be one too. So we want to do it, to help the world, heal the world, make it a better place. And electric cars do that compared to gas cars. However, though, if you think that Tesla is going in the dumps, like people thought 2 weeks ago, And the same people that are jumping in Tesla when it was $300, $350, $400 a share, when it got as high as $475, should be the same people chomping at the bits to buy it today since it's so low. Tesla, the opportunity of a life, because it's going to get back to 350, then back to 400, then back to 450, then at 500. And again, in a few years, it's going to be at $1,000 a share. We're going to be like, woo, we missed on an opportunity when it was at. So the opportunity of the week is Tesla. Yes, it was up by 4.5%. Yes, it is losing money, but also because of the robots that they're creating, the household robots, like the robot in the Jetsons. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. You're able to 2X, 3X the market in the next 5 years. Would you take advantage of it? If the answer is yes, Tesla might be the company to do so. And as always, though, great information. Take it, do your own research. Like, subscribe, share to our channel as we continue to grow. As always, let's make some painful or painless profits together, y'all. Peace.